Hello guys, and we are back, Brazil, again. Obviously we just had a few glitches in that first part of the lobby, but we are back going strong. We will start from the grid that qualified in the one-shot qualifying, so it'll be the same grid as we had originally. Tyre compounds, it doesn't matter, you can pick whatever you want, but yes, so the sprint will continue in the order it was just before that. Hopefully this time we get no glitches, so we can just quickly get on with it all. Let's get the YouTube link in the Discord. Everyone click the link, it's in the Discord. We've got a formation lap as well, of course, so let's hope that everyone makes it round it this time unscathed. But we should be fine. Should be fine. Who is in YouTube chat? Anyone yet? I don't think so. The link should be live now, so you should all be able to get back in to the YouTube and get watching. But let's see how this goes. So let's have a look at the tyres, because these guys are obviously going to be. DRS Neil, interestingly, this time has gone for the softs, which is rather interesting. I'm quite intrigued by that because it's different to what he went for before. Mandy's here. Hello Mandy, how are you? You all good? Ready to go? Let's see how this goes. Sprint race though. I'm excited for this. It's DRS Neil versus Super Striker off the line. Hopefully this time we get no glitches whatsoever, so these guys can just quite simply get going. Simba down in P16 Aero Boys. The Red Bulls not had a great qualifying there, but I'm sure they'll be trying to make it out. Rob Dog and 10th and 12th. You got the Alfa Romeo Boys 5th and 8th. They'll be pretty delighted with that, I'm absolutely sure. But let's see someone else in YouTube. Who is it? Mandy. Yeah, I'm all good, Mandy. I am all good, ready to go, that is for sure. So let's see how this start goes. Let's go on board with DRS Nil. Let's get those lights counted. 12 laps. This is a sprint, then we've got a 50% race straight after this. Chelsea's been disqualified, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and for the sprint race we are racing. Neil's had a very good start on the soft. Super Striker's been bogged down. He's actually going to be, he's in the slipstream. SW is in his slipstream. He's looking right the outside, but he's not quite close enough. There's contact into turn 1 between, I think it was Wookie and B17. Maybe Kaiser Soze was involved as well, possibly. But everyone seems to make it. But at the minute we're 3 wide. We've got, let's go on board with Mark H and see what's going on into turn 4. Wow, there's contact between the two Marks, and now the Ferrari of nips is round as well. Oh, that was close racing, but the two Mercedes did make a bit of contact. Mark's on the soft tyres. He's now after. He's actually having a look up the inside of Wookie, and he's got the move done. Good move. Those soft tyres working nicely for him early on. Thomas Hornets dropped behind Rob Dog in P9 at the moment, but there's a lot going on further back. But what first lap that was. Some very close racing. Let's have a look at Anton and Wookie, these two. I wonder if Wookie maybe has a bit of damage potentially, because he did make that contact obviously with his teammate. There was no contact with Mark Cushion, but no, he's staying out, so maybe there was no contact early on. But let's have a look. P17 trying to get past Mark into turn 1. These two given plenty of room, both very clean drivers, but they both just about survive it for now. Good little battle between them. Let's go have a look at Scottish Ninja and Dumbest Toilet, those two on the back of each other. But let's see what is Dumbest. Oh, there's actually a car up the inside. Having a look at Dumbest Toilet. I think it's Julian, but Dumbest Toilet gets the better exit and keeps the position. Good driving from the pair of them, that is for sure. Timing glitches all over the shop at the minute. They're really, really hurting the rest of the drivers. I think Rob Dog's round, which is a huge shame. He is. So that's really hurting him. Is he still going? He is. He's back moving again. So we haven't got a safety car for that. That is for sure. Simba's also had a moment somewhere. I think he's in the pits and just come out. Yeah. So he must have got damage from somewhere. That is for sure. But huge shame. DRS nil though, running away quite early with this at the minute. Ant is also in the YouTube chat. Hello Ant, how are you? Obviously you're racing, you can't reply right now. I don't expect to see you reply right now. If I do, I'll be pretty worried if you manage to keep that. Well, don't, just please don't. I don't want to see you crash because you reply to me. Damage front wing. That's why Mark pitted. Okay. Well, he's still got a long race to go after this, so he can still come back through the field, that is for sure. But Neil's got a big old gap at the moment. Let's have a look at the Kaiser Soze versus SW gap. That's sort of stayed around the 0.8 of a second mark. Kaiser Soze hugely improved since the first time I've ever seen him race. He's now, I think he's in the top tier of every league I know he's in. So, definitely majorly improved, that is for sure. And a multiple time champion as well in the past in other tiers as well, so that is great to see from him. Rob Dog is out, huge shame, he's left the session. I wonder if that may have been a glitch potentially, because there has been no safety car. Apparently his car's still going. Worrying, but let's see. That looks very strange indeed. I hope he gets back in because there is another race after this, so need to make sure. Anton though, he's now on the move. He's made the move past B17. The two Mercs very much together. Let's have a look at Wookie versus B17. Wookie's actually having a look up the inside on the run down to turn 4, and he's got it done nice and quickly. Wookie into, but B17's coming back at him. What a move that is from B17 to come back. Brilliant racing between these two. And back into P7 goes B17. But another little interesting battle that's coming up is Anton versus Mark. These two are going to be very tough opponents for each other. They know each other very well as well. So let's see how they manage to get on. That is for sure. I do wonder. Let's have a look at SW versus Super Striker. These two, it's going to be a good thing. I think we see these two fight nearly every single week and they always manage to pull off something brilliant. But let's have a look. Oh, so close. Nearly catching him. I wonder if he's going to be able to get the exit out of 2 and 3 for the run down to turn 4. Let's see, is he going to be able to get anywhere near him? He's not. Super Striker actually got the better exit, and that is going to be that done for the time being, that is for sure. Kaiser Soto's dropped off these two a little bit, which is going to hurt him. Wookie side by side, he's through on B17 this time, and B17's not going to have any reply, but he's got Scottish Ninja for company right behind him, right up his chuff, but he's not going to be close enough for any sort of threat at this stage. But let's have a little look. Airways, he's down compared to where he normally is. He's usually right up there. He had a really bad start, I think. Yellow flag, I think that's Chelsea that's gone round. He's had a moment somewhere, I think. So he is now trying to get himself back up a little bit. SW, he's getting closer and closer to Super Striker. DRS still sort of run off into the distance now a little bit. Oh, we're halfway through the sprint already, which is interesting. I do wonder, is safety car off? I think it might be an idea to check this. Oh, it's on reduced, okay, as it should be. Okay, no, that's fine. I just thought I'd check because I was quite surprised that one didn't come out for Rob Dog earlier, if I'm being completely honest. So let's see. B17's lost the position to Scottish Ninja. Ninja now absolutely on the move. He's got B17 still right there with him. They're on the run up to turn 6. Scottish Ninja's got the inside. B17 still tries to hang it around the outside. But Scottish Ninja's going to get it done surely. But no, B17 stays there on the outside. These two have an incredible battle at the moment. but B17 keeps ahead. Brilliant defending, but now they've got Ghost Rider having a little look as well. But now up goes the inside, goes Scottish Ninja. He's got it done this time, or has he? They're still there, they're still side by side the entire way through the middle sector. The Scottish Ninja gets through. Incredible. Between the pair of them, Mark H has had a moment. He's gone round at the final corner. He's dropped a lot down to P14. Huge shame for him. He'll be kicking himself on that one on his debut in BTE, that is for sure. But let's see. Ninja and B17, these two still trading positions very, very much. But Ninja's round, and so's B17. They must have come together. Oh, that's a huge shame for the pair of them. They're going to be absolutely gutted. Safety car. Wings went flying. Oh, and breathe. Some good action early on in that sprint there. Hopefully we're going to get more of it over the duration of both the races, that is for sure. But very, very interesting. Very good to see as well, that is for sure. Who else is in YouTube chat? Anyone else talking? Who do you think is going to win, guys? Come on, leave a comment. I want to know. And you're not allowed to say Anton, by the way. This really helps Simba though. It helps him back into the race, that is for sure, because he can now rejoin the back of the pack. It's going to put him right in there, as long as there's no glitches with the safety car, which we have seen across various races this past week. So let's hope that everything goes as it should. DRS Nil was pit, which is a rather strange choice if you ask me, because it's a sprint race. There's only 5 laps, well, there's going to be 4 laps to go once the safety car comes in. That seems a very wild choice from DRS Nil here, if I'm being completely honest. He's going to be behind Ghost Rider more than likely, unless he's going to get very lucky. It's going to be extremely close between the two. I think Ghost Rider's actually going to get him. He does just about, luckily for him. Arrow Voice though, currently in P8. Much improved from the Red Bull boys here. They'll be pretty happy with that. So let's see what is going to go on now. It's going to be interesting. How far back up can DRS Nil get? That's the other intriguing bit here, that is for sure. Super Striker now takes the lead. SW second, Kaiser Soze third, with Anton hot on their heels in P4. He's now going to be unleashed onto the back of these guys as well. DRS Nil has obviously got brand new, fresh, soft tyres, so going to be super close between these guys. I do wonder, safety car won't be in this lap, it will more than likely be in next lap. I'll be very shocked if it's in this lap. It definitely shouldn't be, because it's meant to give the other drivers a chance to catch up, so I really hope it doesn't come in. Especially when you've got currently most cars about 2 or 3 cars behind everybody else. But we shall definitely see, that is for sure. What is anyone in YouTube chat? Is anyone talking to me? Have I got any friends? That's the question. If you talk to me tonight, you are my friend. That's what I say. Apparently not though. That's really, really sad, guys. We've got 4 viewers and no one's talking to me. This is hurting me, guys. Come on. Get talking, come on. I am here trying to be friends with everyone. Oh, Mandy is here. I think Super Striker will win. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to disagree with that. He is leading, and Neil's kind of ruined that for himself a little bit here. So, but hey, Mandy, that means we're friends, so I'm glad you commented, thank you. Let's see. I think there will be a 5-minute break after this, if I'm not mistaken, because of the fact that there is obviously a gap between the sprint and the actual race. Oh, Mandy means the main race also. Okay, yeah, fair enough, good pick. I mean, Neil's definitely hurt his starting position here, but he did look very, very quick early on, that is for sure. So, no, Super Striker's a good pick. He's proven to be very quick over the weeks as well, so it's a hard one to disagree with. Safety car in this lap though. When is Super Striker gonna go? Obviously, he's a little way off the rest of the... Well, he's actually... Sorry, what I meant is the safety car's already pulled away, but I wonder when he is going to start to drive off a little bit here. He's leaving it till quite late. Let's see. They're just going around the penultimate corner now. They're just heading up to the pit entry. So, they're at the pit entry and he's gone. So, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look back, see if anything comes from anyone, but no, I don't think it's going to. Is Neil already on the attack as well on Ghost Rider here? He's not. Error Voice has been caught napping a little bit there though. He's dropped about a second already behind him, but Neil's coming at Ghost Rider. He's having a little look. He's gone for the exit. Let's have a look at what Neil can do. Is he going to have a look up the inside? He does, but he's very smart. He knows he needs to get these moves done, and he's got it done. The fresh rubber instantly coming into play there for DRS Neil. Brilliant move early on. Now let's see what else he's going to do. Can he get anywhere near? He's already right up the chuff of Wookie. Oh, that was Hornets round. Huge shame for him. Big shame for him, in fact. But let's see what else is going on. SW versus... big twitch for SW. That's going to hurt him. Let's have a look behind. I think it's Wookie and DRS Neil side by side into the final braking zone. DRS Neil's gone round the outside. Brilliant move from him. Into P5 already. It's going to be a bit much to ask for him to get the top 4 though here, but could he still recover a potential podium in the sprint? That is the interesting thing to find out here, that is for sure. But actually, I think Wookie's coming back at him. He's not quite close enough, so that is that settled for now. Interestingly, we've got 2 marks fighting here for P11 and 12. Oh, the Ferrari's round. I think it's Nibs. It is. Huge shame for Nibs. He's gone round. Let's have a look. Kaiser Soze right on the back of SW. Kaiser Soze looked very quick off the start. 3-second penalty for Wookie. That's going to drop him a few places for the main race. That's going to hurt him a lot. But let's see, is Kaiser Soze able to get anywhere near SW? Obviously, they're going to get 1 lap of DRS here. All of them. So, a bit of a twitch from Kaiser Soze. That's going to leave him a bit vulnerable to Ant. But now look at Neil. He's having a look round the outside of Ant, but he's not got the room to go around the outside there. But these guys, I love this helicopter view. Is Ant can have a little look at Kaiser Soze again. Another 2 drivers that really do know each other well. Mark is right up the chuff of DRS Julian for P10. Let's have a look at these 2 as well. See what these 2 can... Actually, let's go back to Ant and Kaiser, because these 2 having a battle. Through goes Ant. That's put him in the top 3 at least for the time being. We're on to the final lap of the sprint, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's going on between Mark and... Oh, I'll tell you what, Simba got super close to the rear end of Mark there, but he's managed to keep it away from him, and now he's under a bit of pressure because his exit's been compromised. B17's now going to try and have a little launch on him, but he's not going to be close enough. DRS Neil's made the move on Kaiser Soze, put 4 P4. We have missed it because this battle's happening, but now Scottish Ninja's having a little look at B17. Oh, there's contact. B17's round. Oh, and Chelsea's out. I think he got caught up in it all. Ninja's also out. Oh, huge shame. Huge shame. DRS Neil though. Let's have a look. Is he going to be able to get 1 more position before the line? Are we going to see a drag race between him and Anton to the line? It looks like Super Striker is going to take the win for the sprint race. He definitely is. He's coming around the final corner. He's got over a second gap. But let's see what's going on here. We've got Kaiser Soze versus Ant. It's going to be a close battle. And I tell you what, look at that. Ant DRS still got SW. Anton took P2. SW, wow, I didn't realise SW was that close to them, but he's actually lost out by 16 hundredths of a second to DRS Neil. Incredible. Incredible, really. Dumbest Hornet, he's going to be the last man across the line. Some great racing in that sprint race then. Some contact. I think there might be a few moments we see in the stewards potentially afterwards, but I think in general that was very solid driving from the majority of the field. They look like they were all having fairly clean battles and most importantly having good fun. But your results for the sprint: Super Striker takes the win, Anton second, DRS Neil third, SW fourth, Kaiser Soze fifth, Ghost Rider in sixth, Error Voice seventh, Airways eighth, Wookie ninth, DRS Julian 10th, Mark in 11th, Simba in 12th, Captain Nibs 13th, B17 14th, Dumbest Hornet is the last classified finisher. Scottish Ninja, Chelsea and Rob Dog all did not finish. Whew, that was intense to say the very least. That is for sure. What battle that was, right to the line as well. I've seen that somewhere before. That is... I think if you know, you know on that one. I've definitely seen that sort of finish before. Not involving 3, involving 2. But it was equally as good. Have we got a break? Has it been announced? Because if we have got a break, I will be stepping away. Everyone said don't ready up. How long is the break? Are we... break time? Okay, we have got a break. So I'm going to be back in 2 minutes, guys. Just taking a 2-minute break. I'll stay live. So just keep your eyes peeled. I'll be back as soon as possible. And I'm back. So I'm not sure when we're going. I don't think a time has been announced, but I'm sure it won't be too long. Let's see. Let's have a look. Have we got a ready up message yet? No, not yet. So we're still not going just yet. It's usually 5 minutes, so believe it was announced at check in. Let's have a look. Break time. I think we'll be going in about 1 minute time. So let's see. We'll see the announcement in the Discord. So still no one click ready up just yet. Oh, there you go. We've got a Fabian telling everyone what to do. As always, you know, he's bossy. That's why. So. Let's get racing for the 50% race. So Mandy thinks Super Striker's going to win. Who do the rest of you think is going to win? That's the question. That's what I want to know. But here you go. So formation. Interesting to see what tyres people have decided to go for this time around. Let's see. I bet you. Right. Before we go live, I bet anybody that Anton has gone for the soft tyre. There you go. How did I know that? He always does. And no, I didn't see it on stream, I promise you. He's crazy like that. But interestingly, everyone else has gone for the mediums or the hards, so they've all gone for different strategies. Anton's gone for the pure race start and hoping for an early-ish safety car. That is for sure. Rob Dog, sadly, hopefully he can have a better race. He only lasted 2 laps at the sprint. I don't know if he had a weird connection issue. Did he get back in the session? No, he didn't. That's a huge shame. I'm not really sure what happened there, if I'm honest, but hopefully he gets back in. That would be good to see. DRS Neil as well. It'll be interesting to see how much he can progress through the field. We know he's very, very quick. We've got 8 comments, 7 viewers. Let's see who's talking in the YouTube chat. That would be great. Let's have a look. Who's here? Who's talking? Liam Stacey, steady away, hope for the same in future. Yeah, that would be. I'm guessing you're Super Striker. I haven't seen your name before, so I'm presuming that's who you are. And then leave a like, boys and girls. Yes, yes. See, Ant's always got us covered. That is for sure. We've only got 1 like at the minute, so come on. I'm presuming that is myself and Ant. So come on, guys. Get liking that video. Keep pushing this league as far as it can be. But let's see. So let's see how the start goes here. It'll be very, very interesting to see how this plays out. What is interesting is 2 old friends are side by side in P11 and P12 here. So it'll be interesting to see how those 2. One's on the mediums, one's on the hard. So it'll be interesting to see who gets a better start out of the 2. That is for sure. Chelsea's been disqualified from the formation, so not a good one for the Astons there. But let's go on board with. Oh god, I've got all sorts of glitches. Oh no. Let's see. Anton, 5 red lights, and for the main race we are racing. Anton's done a brilliant getaway. He's side by side already with Super Striker. He's going to get ahead of Super Striker, I think. But look at DRS Neil. He's had a brilliant getaway as well. They're 3 wide heading down 2, but Super Striker manages to keep it for the time being, and Anton is in P2. Let's have a look at SW. He's looking like he's putting a bit of pressure on DRS Neil, but he's not going to quite be close enough, that is for sure. But good little start there. Anton had the best initial getaway, but wasn't able to hold on to it. That is sad for him. But Mark's actually getting placed. Wookie's dropped a few by the looks of it. He's had an issue somewhere, which has hurt him. DRS Nils made a good getaway. Airway's back up to P8 as well. So brilliant recovery from him after qualifying, where he was, I believe, started last actually. Moment for Scottish Ninja. He's round. I don't know if it is contact, but he went round. That's a huge shame for him. But he's going to keep going. He's not too detached from the pack, so he's still right there. He's still going. Let's have a look behind though. Let's see what's going on with DRS Neil and Anton. Nothing at this moment, that is for sure. Airways got past Error Voice for P7. So Airways on the charge. Aero Voice are going to try and come back to him. Let's go and actually watch those two. Can Aero Voice get the better X out of the two? Aero Voice is on the hards, Airways on the mediums. Airways is on the better tyre as of right now. But let's see how it goes between these guys. But we know they're both very, very good racers. But Aero Voice just not quite close enough as things stand. Scottish Ninja's out. That's in the pit lane. Huge shame for him. He's retired on lap 2. Yeah, big shame. But let's see what goes on with these guys. Aero Voice into the middle sector, but let's have a look at this battle for the lead, because there are 3 cars here, well, and SW and Kader, so alright, they're all still very much in contention and within DRS of each other. Obviously SW's sort of nearby as well. You have a look at Airways, he's right on the back of Ghost Rider now. Ghost Rider already flashing in that Ferrari. That's a bit of a worry. But Airways looking around the outside of 6, but he's not going to be close enough. Ooh, this is getting feisty between those guys. Some of the Mark, Simba, those two still very much together. They're still all part of this huge train. We're going to be waiting for someone to make a mistake, so just so they can pounce on it and try and get their way back up the field. B17 out. Is that going to be a safety car? It is. Lap 3, and we've got our first safety car, which is interesting. I wonder if we'll see Ant dive in here. I do wonder potentially if he's going to come in on those soft tyres. He's not. He's going to stay out. Is anyone going to come in at all? I'd be very surprised unless they got damage. I don't really see them coming in, if I'm honest. I think we're going to be absolutely fine. Shame for Scottish Ninja, he is out currently. So YouTube chat, how is everyone? What do you all think of Brazil? That's what I want to know. We're up to 8 viewers. Come on guys, get talking, talk to me, say hello, say anything. Well, not just hello, ask me questions, ask me whatever you want. Say I'm a nice guy, even though it's probably not true, but you know, you can boost my ego a little bit, it'll be much appreciated. But there's also been a lot of iconic races in Brazil, that is for sure. So many, in fact, that it's hard to even consider. Like 2012, for example, 2008, that was another one. Well, the one where we actually had the sprint race and Lewis Hamilton came from last in the sprint to first by the end of the main race. Just absolutely incredible driving from him. Yeah, ask anything, Mandy, come on. Throw whatever you want at me. This is where I get a question where I just cannot answer it live on air, isn't it? Who is the best head steward? Well, there's only one head steward, and that's you. So, you've not given me much margin for error here, and I'm presuming it. So I've got to say you. I don't mean to boost your ego too much, but yeah, I don't really have anyone else to choose from either, to be honest. But you know, I do. Yeah, in that case, yes. But I thought you meant strictly of BTE. In that case, I know the other head steward's actually watching, so I can't really say because I will be dead. But who is your best mate whose name starts with F and ends with Abian? Aldrich Fabian. He's my best mate that has Fabian in his name. So, yeah. I don't know any other Fabians, if I'm honest. That's the only one I know. Come on guys, any more questions? Yeah, that backfired on you, didn't it, Fabian? Quite a lot. You set me up with that one. You should have said who's the best Sholton. Then I'd have googled it and found a different one. But safety car is in this lap. Don't tell me there's a glitch. There's not. It's all good. Thanks, guys. You made this safety car go really quick for me, though. So I do appreciate that. But I will see you at the next safety car, most likely. Because we have got racing to focus on now. So let's have a little look. Anton is looking like he's ready to go. He's not really trying to get much heat in his tyres. He's gonna... Oh, it's Super Striker has gone though. And he's caught him napping. But I tell you what, SW's right on the back of DRS Nil. Let's watch these two into turn 1. SW's having a look round the outside. He's actually gonna try and make a stick. He's got the line into 2. Now it's about the exit 4-3 on the run down to 4. And I tell you what, SW's got it. He's side by side with DRS Nil heading down to turn 4. They're getting super close and personal down the straight, but I think DRS Neil's going to hold on because he's got the inside line. Oh, moment for Neil. It looked like he may have gone on his own. Maybe he took too much curb on the exit, and that sent Neil round potentially. But if not, we will see it in the stewards. But it did look like he went on his own from that angle. But let's see what Kaiser Soze can do. He's there. We'll see. I don't know, has SW got any sort of damage? I can't see it, so I don't think there was contact between the two. It didn't look like it, but I guess it's something we'll see. Anton's done a really fast restart here though. He's right on the back of Super Striker. Obviously he's not going to have DRS for 2 laps, that is for sure, so let's see what he can do in terms of attacking for the race lead here. But not much early on, you would think. He's not going to be that long. It's probably going to be, what, lap 15, lap 16 when he comes into the pits to get rid of those tyres. Let's see, Kaiser Soze, he's right on the back of SW. SW seems to be struggling ever since that little bit of a ding-dong with Neil. He's dropped off the other guys a little bit, and he's now under a lot of pressure from the Alfa Romeo driver. But for now, he's surviving. DRS Neil as well. DRS Julian, sorry, right on the back of the second best Fabian on planet Earth. So let's see what he can do. Can he get past, well, the person in the sister team here? Helmut Marko will probably rage quite a bit if he does manage to get past him, but it's one of those things. DRS Nil is also my teammate, so DRS, I keep calling him DRS Nil. Why is there 2 DRSs in this lobby? DRS Julian is also my teammate. Oh, Fabian's round! Oh, that's why you're the second best. No, sorry, unlucky, mate. That was very unlucky. Just loss of traction on the exit. Let's see what Anton can do. Can he get anywhere near Super Striker? He can't on this lap, but he will have DRS this lap as well. So let's see. He's going to get the run on the way down to turn 4. That would have also preserved his softs a little bit, so he'll be pretty happy about that. I'll tell you what, let's go look at Airways versus Ghost Rider. Oh, that got super close into turn 4, but not quite close enough for Airways to be able to make a move. It looked like he was going to try it, but he's not quite there at the minute. But Julian is becoming under a lot of pressure from Mark H, Simba, Wookie, that little gaggle of cars, all really starting to get on the back. And I'll tell you something, Julian hasn't got DRS. I'll tell you what, he could be susceptible to the Hodgemeister here on the run down to turn 1. Very much susceptible as well to this. So this will be where Mark will be. But I tell you what, the Alpine in front has really slowed, and it's actually going to give DRS Julian a boost of DRS down the straight. I wonder if this is going to mean the move gets done from Julian here, because he's going to have DRS open. He's going to move to the inside. Airways is going for the outside. Let's see what these two can do. Is Julian through? He is into P6 with DRS Julian. I tell you what, Mark's having a little look. He's squaring up Airways now as well. So let's see what these two can do. Is Mark going to get the exit? He's got it for now. Is he going to be able to get any closer to Airways? He is. He's having a look into turn 4. Mark Hoschel and turn 4 are not usually good friends, but I tell you what, this time it is, because he's through. And I tell you what, here goes Simba as well. He's having a little look at Airways, and he's round the outside of turn 6, and a great move from Simba. Opportunistic. What an awful lap 9 that was for Airways. He lost 3 positions early on. and that will have hurt him a lot. But good battling from those guys, good racing all round really. So we're at lap 9, interestingly enough. So let's see how this is going to play out, because I'm interested to know when Ant's going to come in. We've seen that the undercut, is very, very powerful around here. So let's see Kaiser Soze though looking ever closer to the rear end of SW. Kaiser Soze is going to be looking for the exit out of 3. He's going to have the DRS down to 4. Let's see, is he going to be able to close enough on SW? He's closing. SW goes defensive to the inside. Kaiser, oh, he moves back very, very late though. That was borderline, I think. I'm not going to say too much, but it wouldn't surprise me if we did potentially see that one in the should. That looked very, very borderline. But it's all fine for now. Both drivers are relatively unscathed. But Ghost Rider looks like he's struggling it here a little bit. He's dropping off the rest of the pack, and he's now becoming under pressure from my teammate DRS Julian. So let's see, we're 10 laps into this race. We've got 26 laps to go. It's a relatively short circuit, so the margin for error is very thin here compared to a lot of others. Sectors 2 and 3, yellow flag. I think that might be Chelsea who's had a moment. It's either Chelsea or Dumbest Hornet. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it may be Dumbest Hornet. Yeah, it was Dumbest Hornet. Huge shame for him, but he's managed to get going again, which is important. That's good news for him. But let's have a look. Julian managed to get past Ghost Rider, and I'll tell you what, is Julian just to give him Mark a helping hand tonight, because Mark's now found his way through as well. But let's see, is he now going to come under pressure from Simba as well? He is. Simba's again another driver that gets overtaken by Julian, then loses 3 places. Mark goes through as well, and so does Simba. So those two now, they're just following each other through the field. They're enjoying this. They're going to do this all the way to the lead. Now DRS Julian needs to hope he can catch up to the back of Kaiser Soze, who's having a titanic scrap with SW4 P3. Anton also, he's still within the DRS of Super Striker. He hasn't made the move yet. Anton, I know you're listening. Make the move now. That's when Connor, you do what Connor says always. If I say spin, you spin. If I say go to the end on them softs, you'll go to the end. I'm saying make the move into turn 1. Actually, you're a bit delayed, so do it into turn 4. That's what I want, into turn 4. Get it done for me. I want to see some action for the lead. So focus on that exit. Use the grip in those soft tyres, which is probably gone, to be fair. But we don't need to talk about that for now. I wonder if Mark's going to be able to get anywhere near to Julian this time around. Tell you what though, look at Kaiser Soze. He's looking closer than ever to SW. Here comes Kaiser Soze. Oh, bit of a squeeze and a bit of contact. Oh, this thing that may need looking into. Potentially. It's borderline, that's for sure. That is for sure. But they're both okay for now. But the racing is looking very, very, in general, good. So we shall see how this plays out, because he's still within 3/10, so we need to not go too ultra defensive. Let's have a look into turn 1 though this time, and Kaiser Soze sticks to the inside line. He doesn't want to be able to risk SW trying any silly business, and I tell you what, Kaiser Soze has got it done. Let's have a look at SW though. He's now going to try and come back to Soze. Soze's going defensive on the inside. Has SW got anywhere near the straight line speed? There's actually contact again between the two, but just enough a car's width given from Kaiser Soze, and I tell you what, he's going to hold on to it this time around. He definitely is. Is SW going to try and come back into turn 6? He's not going to be close enough, but that is it. Kaiser 3, and I tell you what, boy does he go well at this track. There's a little train starting to form now behind Julian, all the way down to Captain Nibs, all within DRS of each other. This is turning into a good little Titanic scrap. I think Mark's going to be wanting, for the sake of his race, to be able to get past Julian. But he's not had the best exit out of 13. So let's see what he can do. Is there anyone else in YouTube chat? We've got 11 viewers at the minute. That's very high, actually. A lot higher than I expected. So well done, guys. I'm proud of you all. Good to see you all. Don't forget to leave a like and all that good stuff, please. But. Mark just does not seem to have the straight line speed to get anywhere near Julian. I tell you what though, Wookie's made a move on Ghost Rider down to turn 4, so that is one that is... He is surprisingly managed to overtake in a DRS train, pretty impressive as well. SW's managed to hold on to the... Oh, there's contact a little bit between... Julian's got 3 seconds, that's it, but there's contact a bit between SW and Kaiser Soze. These two are not giving each other an inch more than they have to today, that is for sure. They are literally racing unbelievably hard. Mostly fair, but unbelievably hard. At 3 seconds for SW, he's got a bit deep on the penultimate corner, which is going to have... That 3 seconds could really cost him later in the race. But I tell you what, I think Julian's also got 3 seconds, so he's actually at least protected right now behind. Let's have a look. Mark's now looking racy. He's in a bit of a battle. SW's also managed to get past Kaiser Soze, which is interesting. But let's look at Mark and Julian. Mark goes round the outside into turn 1. I tell you what, DRS Nils actually made the move on Simba into turn 1 as well. But they're actually racing side by side. Let's have a look. Is Julian going to come back at Mark? He may well do. Mark's flashing down the straight. Here comes Julian. He looks back up the inside of 4 and he's got the move done. Let's have a look at DRS Nil and Simba. They both survived, but Simba looks like he's been caught out by a little bit, and through goes Wookie. Is this now going to open up the opportunity for Captain Nibs? Airways is out. That may be a safety car and could spark a lot of pit stops. And it is. Wookie gave the position back and, well, tried to. What is going on between these two at the minute? Is he trying to give the position? I'm confused. Very confused. What's happened to Wookie? Why is he giving the positions back? Was there contact or something that I didn't see? But all seems very, very strange. But Anton will definitely be in. He's on the soft tyre. I think you'll probably see the entire field in at this point. It will shock me very much if you don't. YouTube chat, come on. Ask me more questions. All of you. Keep me entertained. Simon, are you watching? That's the question. Are you watching, my friend? Come on, you've literally got the freedom to ask me anything. Anything on planet Earth. Literally. You have all the freedom in the world. So ask away. It could be... Alright, there's probably some things I probably can't answer. For several reasons, but you have the freedom for anything, any question you want. It could be to do with Brazil, it could be to do with Alpines, it could be to do with beer, whiskey. Yes, my head is in the alcohol at the minute. I don't know why it's swayed that way, but it has. It could be to do with the safety car being red. It could be to do with that tower in the background up there on the exit of turn 6. Connor, how would you achieve world peace? Right, I'm getting questions now. That's good to see. So how would I achieve world peace? I would just lock everyone in a room together and make them be friends. It's the easiest way. Eventually they're going to have to put up with each other, aren't they? You know? And then that way, they're going to have to grow to like each other, because they're going to have to work together to stay alive. In fact, I might even set up like a Hunger Games thing for the world, and then whoever, like, they have to work together to survive. Probably the easiest way. What's my favourite drink? Do you mean alcoholic or just drink in general? Because if you mean like a normal soft drink, I would say probably a Fanta lemon. Oh, I love that, it's amazing. Oh, alcohol, okay, Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels without a doubt. What's your favourite, Mandy? I'd like to know that. Isn't that how a certain war started 80 years ago, not having enough room? Well, yeah, but it's very different. Somewhat. Well, it is different, just not that different, if that makes sense. Mandy says difficult. I mean, if you're going down the beer route, like, there's so many... Yeah, because I wouldn't naturally go to a pub and pick whiskey. Like a Jack Daniels. I would have, like, a pint of something, but in terms of what do I enjoy the most and what makes me feel the best when I drink it is Jack Daniels. I love Jack Daniels. It's just amazing. Actually, guys, let's start alcohol chat. Everyone let me know their favourite drinks. I want to know them. Mandy likes Jack Daniels and Coke. Yeah, that's amazing. Jack Daniels, Amaretto and Coke. Have you had the honey Jack Daniels? Or the, oh, what's the other one? Is it, oh, apple Jack Daniels. Have you had that? Yeah, Jameson's good. You're not wrong there. A Peruvian Pico Sour is beautiful. That just sounds way too posh for me, if I'm being totally honest. I might have to search this after. I want to know what that is. It sounds fancy. It sounds like expensive, like you gotta be rich to have it. You know? No, not tried them. Ah, you need to try the Applejack. But you can't have the Applejack with Coke. It just doesn't taste right. You need it with lemonade or something if you like lemonade. It's amazing. The Honey Jack as well is brilliant. In fact, after this race, I'll send you a picture of my collection of Jack Daniels if I remember. I have, I think, every type. There's also now Fire Jack as well, which is cinnamon. Rascal Gin, yeah, that's okay as well. I like Hendrix. I don't know if you've had Hendrix. That's pretty good. Also, guys, if there is anyone below 18 so the stream doesn't get taken down, please drink responsibly. Well, don't. If you're under 18, don't drink at all. That's what I'm going to say. But I'd like to think everyone is over 18 watching the stream. But, yeah. Have you had Hendrix? Yeah, Hendrix is good. Yeah, amazing. I'm trying to think what else I like. Do you like cocktails? What's your favourite cocktail? I wonder, who's had a cocktail? There's so many different ones. Like, I go in pubs now. Bombay Sapphire. Yeah, that's really good. Have you ever had absinthe? That's going to be controversial, but I was about absinthe. That's not going to end well. I've got stories about absinthe. I don't know if I can talk about them here, though. Let's see. I think is safety car going to be in this lap because then alcohol. Pico Sour's a cocktail. Pisco Sours. Is it what? Is it Pisco Sour? Long Island iced tea. Yeah, that's decent. Safety car is in this lap. My favourite is a Purple Rain. I don't know if you've ever had that. They're really good. And a I've forgotten the name. Pina colada. That's it. I love a pina colada. No, don't have absinthe. For your own sake, just ignore that I even mentioned it. Never have it. It's not even legal to be sold in pubs because it's that strong. But let's have a look. Let's watch this restart. SW Super Striker hasn't actually caught him napping. I tell you what, SW's putting a bit of pressure on the ant into turn one. Boy, have I got YouTube chat talking now. A Fat Frog, yeah, that is nice. And Purple Rain is amazing. I like Sex on the Beach and Porn Style Martinis as well. They're really, really good. It's not my go-to though. I don't really drink that many cocktails, but if I did, they would be the ones I'd pick. They're nice. I've never had a Fat Frog, to be fair. I've heard of it, and I've got a friend that really enjoys it, but I've never had one personally. I'm sure Anton knows what a Fat Frog is living in France. They have lots of frogs over there, don't they? But let's see. So we've got 60 laps to go after this. I think every single person pitted. Yeah, they did. There's no surprise there, really. Then I think did Sony pit the lap before the safety car? Ironically, I think he did. So it won't have hurt him that much. It's like drinking sherbet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't mind sherbet, but I can't imagine it as a drink. That's ugh. No, not for me, I don't think. Maybe one day I'll try one, and then I'll let you know. I still remember the time I gave Mark the freedom to pick my drink over a text, and he picked the worst thing I could have ever had in my life, and I felt sick for about 5 to 6 hours. But, yeah. We all make mistakes in life, don't we? He won't be picking my drink ever again. But, let's see what Kaiser Soze can do, because he's actually lost out to SW, and I'll tell you what, Julian's now put him under a bit of pressure. Mark Hodgson's now on the soft, medium tyre. He's going to get on the back of Julian, but interestingly, these guys have actually gapped him a little bit early on, so maybe Mark's just struggling for a bit of heat in his tyres at this moment. Let's have a look. Orange Bacardi Breezer, blue WKD, Smirnoff Ice, lemonade and vodka. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing that's what's in a fat for. That actually sounds pretty nice. Okay, I could probably drink that, to be fair. That could be a bit of me. Julian had a little look at Kaiser Soze. He also had a little look at SW at the same time. But I tell you what, this could spring a little battle between the two Alfa Romeos, because now Mark is putting Kaiser Soze under a little bit of pressure. But I tell you what, let's have a look at Julian. He's going for a move on SW into turn 4. These two having a good little ding dong. Julian's actually lost out a bit, and through goes Soze. This is also opening up an opportunity for Mark into turn 6. He tries to hang it in there. There's contact. They're both round. Oh, it's a huge shame. They both tried to hang it out. But Mark was slightly ahead into the corner. I think it might be another one we see in the stewards there, quite possibly. It looked like there was a little bit of a pinch, but I'm guessing we will see that in the stewards potentially after the race, that is for sure. But let's see Wookie and Simba. Let's see what these guys can do, because Simba's now right on the back of Nibs as well, which is going to be an interesting little battle moving forward. Kaiser Soze made the move on SW into turn 1. SW is going to be trying to come back on Kaiser Soze, so let's see what these guys can do. There's contact with them two in turn 3. SW runs off track. Oh my goodness. That wasn't sensible, to say the least. But we'll move on. That wasn't good at all. But safety car is out. I mean, alcohol chat. Let's go back to that. My favourite beer. I wonder what's everyone's favourite beer? Like brand of beer, obviously. Mine is definitely Heineken. Maybe that's a bit out there, but well, no, that's probably a bit boring. But that is actually, I mean, Jack Daniels for stewarding or a Jameson. Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely gonna be needed. Make sure you get them poured doubles as well. That's what needs to happen. The microphone got unplugged, but yeah, I think we may need a drink for that one. Yeah, Moretti Budweiser Doom Bar. I'm not a fan of like these IPAs. I don't like them. Port is Portuguese. I'm very proud that Port is Port. Are you actually Portuguese? Like, are you French? Are you scared? I don't actually know what port is. Yeah, I like Guinness. I never used it. I used to hate Guinness with a burning passion as well. I used to think it was like the worst drink to ever exist. But now I actually like it. But no, I have no idea what port is. Fortified wine. Ah. Okay. Half my family's Portuguese. I'm jealous. A strong wine. Well, no, Mandy, maybe that would be more what you need tonight, to be fair. For stewarding. I've got a feeling you're going to be scratching your head a little bit after some of what we see, that is for sure. But interestingly, the good thing for people like Mark H is they've now been brought back into action a little bit here. They are, safety cars very much help them. Whatever we've seen there with SW, I'm sure will be investigated. I think it needs to be investigated, if we're being brutally honest. But hopefully it gets sorted out rather quickly. Sorry about all the clunking, guys. Someone is opening my door. But there shouldn't be any noise now. So 12 laps to go, sorry. Interesting to see how it plays out. Wait, hold on. I cried when we won the Euros. I couldn't be happier than beating France in a final in France, yeah. Mandy has disappeared to co-op to buy port. Mandy will be tipsy for stewarding. Now, I'll tell you what, I'll get involved tonight in stewarding if you want. So, yeah. Mark is all of a sudden probably like, where is Mandy gone? But, you know. So, and if it was Portugal versus England in the Euros, who would you want to win? That's what I want to know. Bearing in mind, me and you could go to war after this. Now you're going to be telling me Cristiano Ronaldo is the GOAT when he clearly isn't. So, and I know I've just triggered probably half the world with that comment, but it's a fact, and a proven fact for that matter as well. So, yeah. Cry me a river. But safety car is in. Super Strike is going to lead us another safety car restart. So we've got 12 laps. It's effectively a sprint race, literally at this point. Let's get racing again. This time, Anton may be a bit more aggressive this time because he's going to be wanting to go and win this race here on out. That's for sure. Kaiser Soze already made the move on Nibs, and I'll tell you what, Nibs is dropping like an absolute fly, but he's actually come back a bit at those guys. Let's have a look. Is Kaiser Soze going to be able to get anywhere near him? And I'll tell you what, he's under a bit of pressure from Wookie. Wookie looks round the outside of 4. Brilliant move from Wookie. He's into P5 now. Good move. But no, Soze's actually come back at him. And he's actually dropped back behind Ghost Rider as well. Wookie must have had a moment. I missed that somewhere. But Nibs also, he's sort of come out of nowhere to manage to get himself back into the top 4. He had a pretty disastrous start to the race. Interestingly, Neil's got himself back right to the top as well after his little hoo-ha early on in the race. So Nibs and Neil definitely looking like contenders for driver of the day at the minute. These two really having a big ding-dong at the moment. So, interestingly, Mark and Simba have made a few places up. Simba's into the top 10 now. Mark Hodgson's just behind him, both on the soft tyre. Let's have a look at DRS Julian versus Dumbest Hornet. That's going to be down into turn 1. Julian's going to have a look down to turn 1. I tell you what though, this could again spark a little change reaction for Dumbest Hornet, because he's now going to have to deal with Simba on the brand new set of softs right behind him. Simba's going to have to run. He's going to try and go to probably the inside into turn 4. He's not quite going to be close enough to get the move done though, so Dumbest Hornet holds on to that position at least for another lap for the time being anyway. So let's have a look. Nibs right behind these guys as well. Julian, 3-second penalty for him. I believe that's his second of the race as well, which is going to really hurt him. So let's see what goes on with these guys now. Sorry guys, I've got a bit of a cough there. But Dumbest Hornet, he's going to be on the back of Julian this time around. No, actually, he's going to be under more pressure from Simba. Let's get this move on the stream. Simba's going to make the move into turn 1. I don't think Dinosaur is going to have much of a reply, and he may become under a bit of pressure here from Mark Hodgson. They're both on fresh set of soft tyres. Let's have a look. Is Mark going to be able to get anywhere near him down to turn 4? He's not on this lap. He's not going to have enough ERS to get anywhere near him. But he could end up coming right the way back through. And I'll tell you what, he's got the better exit out of 5. This could really spark Mark into turn 6, but it's not quite going to get it done, that is for sure. But DRS Neil going to try and hold on, try and get near to Anton. But I don't think he's going to be able to quite do it this time round. Interesting battles all the way through the field at the minute though. All the way across there's a lot of battles. So definitely. Let's look at Ghost Rider. He's going to get near Kaiser Soze. Ghost Rider's shown good pace on this restart though, that is for sure. Wookiees. Oh, Simba's made the move on Julian. Simba's on a charge at the moment, that is for sure. Next up for him is Wookie. Simba could well still find himself way up this field. This has definitely been his best race in BTE so far. He'll be really impressed with the overtakes he's made and the moves he's managed to get done. It's been good race. He made the right call going to the soft tyre as well on that last safety car. It's going to have paid dividends, that is for sure. Mark Hodgson stuck a little bit. We're going to have a repeat of that Mark Hodgson versus Julian battle, I think, because those two obviously did come together. But hopefully this time there was no such fireworks. But Mark is looking right up the rear end of the AlphaTauri driver. Let's see what he can do. Oh, bit of too much curb in the final corner for Mark. That may hurt him. Julian may still get DRS off Simba. Simba's also going to make the move on Wookie. So let's watch these two guys go into turn 1, and then let's see if Mark and Julian are going to go into turn 1 together. They also are. Simba's through. Mark is also through. I wonder if Mark's going to potentially get Wookie on the run down to turn 4 as well. Let's have a look at Super Striker. I'll tell you what, Super Striker's lost out big time. He's lost out to Anton. He's now lost out to Neil as well. But he is going to come back at Neil here on the exit. He's going to try and get him on the run down to 6. He's going to have a look up the inside. He's not quite close enough this time around. But that battle now between the top 3 is getting rather hot and rather interesting. Ghost Rider also right on the back of Kaiser Soze. Still those guys having a really good race. Mark Hodgson also managed to get past Wookie, who's on the hard tyres. Now the charge starts as Simba and who's round? I think it's Dumbest Hornet. No, it's Chelsea, I think. Yeah, it may well have been. Yeah, it was Chelsea. At least he's managed to get going again, though. That is the most important thing about it. But Anton does lead. Is he gonna now be able to put a bit of a gap onto DRS Neil here? That's the question. 6 laps to go of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Let's see what will happen with these guys. How far back up the grid can most of them get? Julian's managed to get past Wookie for P9, so that's an interesting one. Julian is now going to be trying to hold off the position. Wookie's actually going to come back at him though. Wookie's got to try and fight. He's on the hard tyre. He's also got less of a penalty than Julian, so Julian doesn't have to take Julian has to take a few more risks. He's actually lost the rear twice and he's managed to save it. So well done from Julian there. He did well to save that then, that is for sure. But I tell you what, side by side you got Ghost Rider and Mark. Mark's now up to P7. These guys on the softs are absolutely on a charge. Simba's now on the back of Mark Hodgson's teammate actually, Kaiser Soze. These two could both be sniffing a podium here. Very much sniffing a podium. I do want Simba's probably going to get Soze on the run down to turn 1. He's going to get it done that quickly. Those soft tyres are giving him that much grip at this stage. Simba's going for the outside line. Let's have a look into turn 1. Let's change that camera angle because they are both side by side. Kaiser Soze gives room on the outside, but he's actually better on the brakes on this time. But Simba's got the exit. Kaiser Soze runs off track a little bit. I'll tell you what, here comes Mark Hodgson. Are we going to see a 3-wide moment on the run down to turn 4? But I'll tell you what, Mark's actually round the outside of Soze. Soze doesn't fight it. He knows that's his teammate. And I'll tell you what, we've still got Julian and Wookie having a little fight in the background as well. And this time Julian does get it done. Brilliant fighting between these guys. And I'll tell you what, can Simba and Mark catch up to Captain Nibs now potentially? I wonder. I think they'll be working together probably to drag each other along to try and catch this leading gaggle. They're not a million miles behind, you know, Super Striker and DRS Nil now. They may still be both sniffing a podium here. Quite possibly. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Super Striker's got the much better exit than Nil out the final corner though. Here comes Super Striker. He's going to try and get this done on the run down to turn 1. And I'll tell you what, he's got it done before turn 1. So he will be absolutely delighted with that. And now I'll tell you what, Anton's not had the best exit out of turn 1. That could put him under a bit of pressure here. Mark's actually managed to go past Simba as well. So Mark's the man now leading the charge. These guys don't want to fight too much though, because it is going to hurt them getting anywhere near Captain Nibs at the end of this race. That's what they need to focus on. They need to use each other to get near him. The Aston Martin seems to be holding up Anton a little bit here, which is not going to be ideal for him. But then at the same time, he could use this Aston Martin to his advantage for a dosage of DRS down the pit straight and protect him a little bit from Super Striker. So let's see how this plays out. This lead 3 at the minute definitely looking the most racy. This is a very good battle for the lead. Any one of these 3 could win it. Don't rule out Captain Nibs as well. He's sort of sniffing around them behind a little bit. But let's go on board with DRS Nil. Anton's probably loving this. But I tell you what, here comes DRS Nil. He moves to the outside on Super Striker. These guys have to be so careful because Anton's not far ahead either. But I tell you what, DRS Nil's gone for the dirty double. And he might have it done. It all goes by the exit. They're 3-1. Big crash. Big crash. Wow. The lead 3 have all come together. Neil's retired on track. That's not good news at all. But Nibs now takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Mark looked like he might have done a bit of avoiding action there. Oh, it's a safety car. Wow. Mandy, you might need to get a bit more wide. And you know I said I was available. I take it back. So, yeah. Weird. Say that crash was far from ideal, to say the very least. That one, I'm almost certain we will see in the stewards. Yeah. Huge. I actually have no idea what just happened, if I'm honest. I'm not sorry. I've had something come up. I'm really sorry. I've got to wash my beard or something. I've just been informed of this information now. It's nothing to do. I would love to be helping you. And also I did call you my favourite head steward, so I think I deserve the night off just for that. But I actually do have a beard. I actually do. This is the thing, I do. That's not a lie. Just in the picture you've seen, I didn't back then, but I actually do. So, yeah. I tell you what though, Mark and Simba could be looking at a 1-2 here. They really could. These two are going to be really fancying their chances. That caught you off guard, didn't it? But let's see, Mark and Simba, they definitely could win this race. Kaiser Soze is going to be a sitting duck on those hard tyres, but he has got people on old like hards and mediums behind him. Safety car will probably be in this lap. Super Striker may get onto the end of the pack, and maybe Anton will as well, but a lot A lot has gone on in this race, that is for sure. An awful lot. But yeah, it's in this lap. So we're gonna have 2-lap sprint. Is Mark and Simba gonna be able to get a 1-2, which I know they're both gonna so badly be wanting. The lapped car is not helping matters in any way, shape or form here. That is, I can guarantee you that. The lap car also didn't really help out on the big incident either. But this, oh guys, we can't be going this slow. We can't be doing this. Nibs, get a move on. That's dangerous, very dangerous. Going that slow. I'm not trying to, oh, he's in the wall. That was smart. But Simba now, Mark Hodgson now takes the lead. Simba in second, Keizer Soze third. Yeah, some crazy stuff has happened in this race that I never thought I'd see in my life. But he's just lost it under the safety car. But we've got a Mark, we've got an Eminem 1-2. We've got Keizer Soze third, Ghost Rider in fourth, Thomas Hornet in fifth, Julian sixth, Super Striker in seventh, Anton in eighth. But let's see, can Simba take it to Mark on the final lap of this race? Quite possibly, I do wonder. Let's see what happens with these guys. I think Simba's going to be able to hold off Keizer just because of the soft tyres at least. He's got the tyre advantage for the time being. So, let's see. 1 lap to go pretty much. We're pretty much at the end of this lap. So, it's going to leave 1 lap. Is Simba going to be able to launch any sort of attack on Mark for the win? Let's have a look at this battle here though. Anton, Super Striker, Dumbest Hornet and Ghost Rider all in the battle for P4. This was, well, Super Striker and Ant was once the battle for the lead, only about 3 laps to go. But let's see, Super Striker, let's see, is he going to make the move on Dumbest Hornet? Dumbest Hornet goes defensive, but he's also trying to attack Ghost Rider at the same time. But he's on the fresh soft tyres. Dumbest Hornet defends him on that, but I tell you what, Super Striker's going to get the exit. He's probably going to get Dumbest Hornet here. Let's have a look on the run down to turn 4. There's a yellow in sector 1. It's Error Boys. Or is it Julian? It may be Julian actually. I think he's lost a bit of time, but Super Striker's managed to get past Dumbest Hornet. So has Anton by the looks of it. Dumbest Hornet's going to try and keep his nose in, and I'll tell you what he has. It's a brilliant side by side. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the two. But Dumbest Hornet, oh no, here comes the Mercedes, and oh, it's a bit, ooh. But they managed to hold on. But I tell you what, he's racing. He's on his debut in BTE, and he's going to put it out the bag. It wasn't that long ago since he was facing backwards at this track. And he's going to take a debut victory in BTE in round 9. He's going to be absolutely loving it. He's back on the top step after a very long time. Mark Hodgson is the Brazilian race winner. Simba P2, Keizer Soze will be P3, Super Striker P4, Anton P5, Ghost Rider P6, Dumbest Hornet in P7, Wookie in P8, Error Voice P9, Julian will be P10, and Rob Dog, who's Rob Dog after all of that, he did not race any of it and managed to finish P11. Sometimes you just have to say fair play to someone, and he didn't race any of the races and still ends up P11. Impressive. Digesting that race, I wish myself good luck. That's one thing I do wish myself. I have no idea about the majority of what just happened. Was it... There was some great racing. There was also some not so great racing, but that'll be dealt with in the stewards. But the winner, Mark Hodgson, result race. Mark Hodgson takes the win. Simba second, Keizer Soze in third, Super Striker in P4, Anton P5, Ghost Rider in P6, Dumbest Hornet P7, Wookie P8, Error Voice P9, Dearest Julian in P10, Rob Dog P11, Chelsea P12, and then the DNFs, Captain Nibs, Dearest Neil, SW Airways B17, and Scottish Ninja. But that is it for round 9 here in Brazil. We will be back next week for what is going to be Las Vegas. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be thrilling around the streets in the Vegas Strip. It's going to be absolutely insane. You don't want to miss it, so make sure you're back here at 8:15 next Tuesday, and then you will be the first to see when we are live. But as for tonight, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the alcohol chat as well. That was just as entertaining. But have a good one, everyone. Goodbye.